Welcome back, guys. We're back today with another podcast. And today we're talking about who we are. We're going to go over what drives us and where we want to go in life. So we're going to start with what are the most important aspects of life, values kind of question. So, Bubs, you can go first. What are the most important things to you?
The most important thing to me is God and Jesus. And so what that is really just like reading the Bible and living my life based on that. And then secondly would be family and friends. And that's pretty much it, Jasmine.
I would say the most important thing to me is family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough. And mine is family, faith, family, and some would say the Green Bay Packers, but faith, family, and hard work are probably my three biggest drivers. And I think that it really ties into everything that I want in life. Because when it comes to having a family and raising a family and providing for that family, that I couldn't think of a more fulfilling life to work towards and for. So I think that's the most important things to me. So I guess the next question is what is our mission, kind of, or what is our mission or purpose, and what is driving us? So back to the top.
What I think my mission in life is to just find out what God's plan is for me and try to get there and just live the life that He wants me to live. And I kind of got to that point when I wanted to be a professional golfer, and that's just what I was doing every day, all day. And then I got worried while I was doing it because golf it made me so mad, like when it didn't go good, and I was idolizing it and just spending too much time doing it. And so I was worried that wasn't my plan for God because it was taking me away from God, and that's obviously not the direction you want to go. So then I prayed and I said, God, if golf is not what you want me to do, I want you to give me an injury that just won't allow me to golf, because that's like the only way I will stop golfing is if I just can't golf. And then that was in the winter, and then after that I started getting these back pains, and I played 2 rounds of golf for the season, and then I couldn't anymore because my back hurt so bad. And then we found out a month later that I had 2 stress fractures in my back, and so I take that as a sign from God that at least I'm not supposed to be golfing right now. I'm not taking it out that I should never golf, but just right now I don't think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm really happy that happened because my life I got a lot closer to God. And I just feel like I'm living for God's will a lot more now. And yeah, that's my goal, is just to find out what God's plan is for me. And right now I see it as that His plan for me is to just get closer to Him, learn about His Word, and then start a family and just teach them about God and just keep His same values. Jasmine?
I would say my purpose in life is to eventually have and raise a family and to be a good mother, to raise my kids to be good members of society, and I also always want to strive to be a happy, compassionate person, and I hope to one day do a lot of volunteering in our smaller, closer community, and I think that will help me strive toward compassion and happiness even more than just my regular life and thinking that I want to do that. And yeah.
That's good. And I mean, mine ties into both of you and my first 3 most important things. I think my mission is just to raise a family in the faith and instill in them hardworking values and beliefs. And I think that's probably the most important thing for me and my mission. But alongside that, I also, like, professionally want to build a business that can be generational and that my kids will want to work with me. And I just don't think that there could be a more fulfilling thing than building something that they want to be a part of, that they can be a part of, and that will just continue to build on what we have and what we've built as a family. That's all I have to say. I was trying to think what we were talking about last time.
I just remembered one other thing I was going to say. If down the road I decide on like a specific career path that I want to take, like after my kids are a little bit more grown, I hope to work with either children or just people that are struggling. And I just want to make everyone's life I work with a better life. And that's something I strive for, to be good at my career and to be knowledgeable in, like, psychology, if that's what I decide to pursue.
Yeah. That was pretty good. And I guess the last one we can talk about is, like, what do you want your legacy to be? And kind of just how do you want to be remembered? You want to start, Bubs?
Yeah. I don't really want to be remembered by my name. I want to be remembered by, like, just representing Jesus. Like, if people like think about me when I'm gone, I don't want them to be like, oh, he did these things. I want them to think like, wow, like, he really represented Jesus. And when I looked at him, that's all I could think about. So that's what I want to be remembered by. Jasmine?
I would say I want to be remembered. This is like going back to what I first said. I want to be remembered as like a kind, happy person. And as my faith gets stronger, I'll be more, what's the word? Not wanting, but like I'll strive more toward being remembered as like a faithful person that like gives that to my children and spreads that to other people around me.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about faith, it really, like, to be remembered as someone that people want to, like, look up to and want to be like when it comes to faith is, I mean, that's a huge legacy to leave behind. And then, I mean, your kids and your family is also your legacy. So I think that
If they reflect,
that's the most important thing, that because obviously you can't have good grandkids. I mean, I guess you could, but like you can't have grandkids that reflect you if your children don't reflect you at all. So you have to start with that to raise good kids. And
I wanted to say something about like the faith. Like Jasmine was talking about, like as her faith grows, that like her just like want would change. And that's exactly what faith is. People like they look at like Christianity as, oh, it's just a bunch of rules that I have to follow. But it's actually not that at all. It's that you want Jesus to take away your sinful desires and replace them with like just godly desires, and so you don't want to do wrong things and you only want to do the right things. So it's not like I live every day like, gosh, I can't do this. I wish I could do that. I wish I could go party and get drunk. It's no, I realized God has given me the wisdom to understand that that's not how I want to live, and that's not a fun way to do life. So that's just what I want to say.
yeah, that's good. It's like an always evolving aspect, and it feels like, I mean, what does the end look like? I don't think there is a final destination. with faith. Like,
Oh,
there's,
in
like,
faith?
Because it would be a sinful life.
It's
or
completely
sinless.
togetherness with God. I can't say that I know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure that this is biblical, that when you get to heaven, you have, like, the wisdom of God. Like, you understand God, and you are, like, with God.
Yeah.
And that is what heaven is. It's togetherness with God, and hell is separation from God. So.
But in this life, we can't reach that. So it's always it's always like gonna be a struggle because we're just human. We're imperfect.
Yeah.
Any last words?
I don't think so.
Anything else that's important? I think that pretty much sums up a good amount of who we are and where our.
Should we talk about like what we do?
Yeah, I guess we can just talk about who we are
now.
Right now in this.
I'll just go first. I'm gonna be a senior at Central High School, and my occupation is lawnmower and landscaper.
What's occupation?
What's an occupation? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Jasmine?
I'm in my 3rd and last year at Winona State, and my major is psychology, and I currently have no idea what I want to do with that, so I'm just going to graduate and see.
Nothing wrong with that. I am a college dropout. Dropped out of college last year, and right now I'm doing remote online. So I'm doing tech sales online. Kind of just trying to learn skills within sales so that I can bring those to my own adventures and own businesses. But something that Bubs and I do and want to do is just stay in real estate and always be in real estate. So that's something that's always going to be a big part of our life when it comes to profession too. But anything else?
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to just talk about what we plan to do for the next couple of years. So I don't plan on going to college or anything. I just plan on getting straight into working on what my complete future life is going to be, which involves business and real estate. So we'll just get straight into doing that. Well, Jasmine already said that she doesn't know what she's going to do.
But Jazzy and I at least know that after she graduates in May of next year, that we want to take a good amount of time to live somewhere else in the world, travel around. What do you think in Costa Rica, Europe, Southeast Asia? Just take some time to do that before really coming back and hopefully just starting a family not long after that.
Yeah. And that's 6 months after I graduate, so
At least, yeah.
we'll be
So until then, we'll
still
just
young.
be working
Yeah.
what we can, learning skills, hopefully buying another house. A lot to go on in the next 12 to 24 months. But yeah, a lot of uncertainty. So I think that was a good...
Well, what are you going to be?
In the next 12 months?
Yeah.
A couple years?
With your sales job.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I plan to just work my way up if I can and stick with it until at least we get or go travel and live abroad so I can have a remote job. But once we're back, really not sure. It'd be nice to get into business or work side by side with a really good job in remote tech sales. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say.
Just make money.
The future will tell.
Get money.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. Wasn't too long.
No.
Got through who we are, and now we can get to church. All right. The Hurlitsky Show is out.